If you're seeing this on the 1st of April, this is your 24-hour message. But as always, my love, take it how it resonates and leave it how it does not. And yes, this is my only counter note. I'll never reach out to you first. So let's see what's going on with your day-to-day, or if you're seeing it later on, what you could reflect on. Pinch punch, it's the 1st of the month. Rabbit, rabbit, white rabbit. And as always, blow cinnamon in to your front door. You're standing on the outside, blowing in. Or I presume you could place a cinnamon stick above your front door if you own a cat. We're kind of developing this guidance as we become more educated on it. Each first of the month. So let's see what's coming through. The Ace of Swords reversed. The Knight of Wands reversed. Okay. And on the bottom we have the Four of Swords. Do you know what? It's okay. It's okay if you need to take a little bit longer. It's okay if you need to take a little bit longer to get the answers and to get a feel for the sense of direction that you're going in. The Ace of Swords reversed, the Knight of Wands reversed, it's stalled momentum because you don't yet have clarity, because you don't yet understand a certain aspect, or you don't have the right kind of information. And the Four of Swords, Page of Stars underneath, Four Swords just fell out. Again, you've got something here, a plan, an idea, an initiative. You have something tangible, something that is able to be created, able to be reached down from, drawn down from, and created in the flesh. But the Four of Swords here, it's a card of rest. It's a card of sanctuary and of mental regeneration. The Ace of Swords reversed, the Knight of Wands reversed. It's okay if you're not quite ready to go ahead with something yet today. Just because it's the 1st of the month doesn't mean to say that we need to go, right, it's a new month, I need to go racing out the stables, charging ahead. The start of this message today is just kind of saying to you, it's okay if you need to take a little bit longer. Or it's okay if it's taking you a little bit longer because you don't have the answer yet, because you don't yet have the knowledge that you need. And the Knight of Wands reversed here, it's giving this slightly frustrated, pent-up energy. You're perhaps feeling a bit frustrated or stalled today because you have the desire, you have the, the energy, the capacity, the sheer will to make something happen here, but you know that you can't. Because the Ace of Swords reversed here, you don't yet have confirmation, you don't yet have clarity, understanding, insight, so you can't make it happen yet. And Spirit's saying to you here, that's okay. You're doing the mature thing by waiting. The Nine of Wands reversed, you're doing the mature thing by waiting, and that I feel is your reminder today. Because the Nine of Wands reversed is someone here who is prepared to give up out of just sheer frustration. You're maybe saying to yourself today, oh, I'm getting really fed up of having to wait. I'm getting really tired of having to constantly wait on this confirmation, on this next sign, on this information to come to me. So I just think I'm just going to give up because it's becoming too frustrating. But what you're doing is you're putting a time frame and a time limit on God's work, on God's will, on the divine's will, and on the divine timing. I feel that you've kind of, yet again, collective, so here I am reminding you that you're not in control of everything, and perhaps in this kind of, the Spirit's using the word intermission, first half of a show, intermission, second half of a show, you're in this intermission phase where the lights have kind of gone off, nothing's happening, and you're just kind of waiting. That's okay. It's not a sign to give up and to lose faith and to lose the will to live and to get all frustrated. The frustration is arising because you feel ready before your time. You're feeling ready to get up on stage and perform your role before the curtain's even been drawn up. The intermission hasn't yet finished. And there's also something here with the Ace of Swords reversed that you aren't clear on yet. So if you were to charge forward with this, in all honesty, Spirit's just using the word idiotic. It would be idiotic It would be a case of idiocy to go ahead and to do this right now when you don't yet have the clarity of the answers. I understand there's a lot of references here to like stage and theatre and performance today. So maybe that's a sign for some of you. I know that life is not a dress rehearsal and that there's not a second time round, but sometimes these intermission periods are important. And I feel that this message is reaching those of you today with the Nine of Wands reverse coming out here to really caution yourself. You know, give yourself a little bit of a tough love moment where you go, look, stop being an idiot. Stop trying to run before you can walk. You don't know what you need to know yet. And maybe you don't know what you need to know yet. And you don't know what you need to know about what you need to know. That's kind of the point of this intermission period, you know? And I feel that you need to be reminded of that it's okay if you can't do anything right now. Because yeah, we have the Six of Wands. My love, calm down, okay? The Six of Wands, the Four of Swords again on the bottom. Actually try and enjoy this time of rest. Try and enjoy. I feel like God, the universe, is trying to shroud you during this time of intermission of just saying, do you know what? You need to learn how to actually embrace restfulness. You need to learn how to embrace peace and sovereignty and calm. These calm periods in your life, because although there's this theme of uncertainty where you want to know something and you know that you need to know something, but you don't know what that is yet, so you can't do anything and it's becoming frustrating. The Six of Wands here is the card of victory, success, and you see how it's almost like standing on a stage and an audience watching you. Again, you're really being called here to just know that this answer that you're waiting on, this guidance, this insight, this clarity to come through to you, it will come at the right time. And as of right now, it's kind of important that you don't rush, because this is all working out beautifully. Spirit has just shown me how beautifully this is going to work out for you. You're going to get an encore. You're going to be, you know, you're going to revel in this goodness, in this enrichment, if you can just be patient in this intermission period, okay? You're perhaps having a lot of questions coming up, and that's kind of important as well for you during this time. It's okay to question yourself. It's okay to question your position, your life path. It's okay to question your desires, your wants, your needs. That's kind of what these little intermission periods are for. You know, again, there's just so many references to theatre today. I just keep seeing someone sitting in like the dead center row looking at a stage and it's all dark. There's no one else, just you. And you're pondering, what was the first half of the play about? What has this taught me? What character arcs are happening? What's happening within me? How am I responding to the events that I'm seeing on stage? That's kind of what this intermission period is. Okay, so you don't have the answers. You're getting frustrated because you feel that you're ready to do something, but you can't do it because you don't have the information that you need. So you're on the verge of giving up. But don't. Just don't, because you're going to get your Six of Wands moment. You're going to get your moment of victory and success, and you're going to feel so happy that you responded well and better to this time of peace and of intermission. Yeah, the flower of life is coming out here. Everything has its purpose. Every moment has its meaning. Okay, if you choose to not see the meaning in things, then that again is just a point of idiocy, and it's a point of loss, because you're missing the opportunity to actually learn something. And I know that sometimes being called an idiot isn't very nice, but that's just kind of how it's coming through today. Okay, and the Ace of Wands reversed. Just because you're feeling, you know, like your fire's being put out, you can't do what you want to do, but I'm ready. The Flower of Life and the Ace of Wands reversed. Maybe God in the universe is shrouding you right now. Maybe it isn't your time yet to appear on stage. Maybe that time is coming. So that's why you shouldn't do anything right now, and that's why you can't. The Ace of Wands reversed says that your light is being hid under a bushel for a reason. It's not that you're being cast aside and, you know, you're being shunned and pushed away. The Flower of Life, everything is happening for a reason. Your energy will return into the world, meaning that you can carry your energy forward and take action with this thing here when the time is right. But there's so many more things behind the scenes, behind that curtain, that are taking place. So don't let it dampen your fire. and remain faithful.